This video is to explain how you can update a record in SQL Server table using ClaySys app forms. This is the third part of the video series, and I had created a video for inserting and selecting a record earlier, and in this video we'll be looking at the scenario of updating a record. So before I start with the data source, I'm going to place a button here. I'm going to call this button is going to be called as btn update, and the first button that you're seeing here is to insert a new record. This button will be used to update an existing record. So once you have this button, let's go to the data source tab and edit the existing data source. Click OK. You can see the insert and select commands that we had created earlier. Now let's select the option of update. You can click on the add button, and you have to update the first name, last name, date of birth and email ID. Contact ID remains the same, so you don't need to map this contact ID column. So I'm going to map first name, last name, date of birth and email address. Click next, and the criteria of update will be based on the contact ID. So when you type in a value in the txt ID, is going to populate that record, and when I click on the update button, it's going to update that particular record. So I click next, and the trigger here will be, say if I click on the finish button here and complete the wizard, I'm going to save this form, go to preview. Now if I type any value, it's going to do a select. So now if I want to update this record, I can type in the value that I want, click on the update button. Now if I change these values here, and you can see that the last name has been updated.